harassment, alarm, distress.
And I'm going to tell you no.
There is concern around your behaviour and how it's making our staff feel.
And I'm going to
so
tell you no.
That request from you to provide me with your name
and I'm
address.
going to tell you no because I've done nothing wrong.
This opening hits like a truck. You hear the arrest threat immediately, then get the full context of a power-tripping inspector who thought his badge made him the law. The host sets the stage perfectly. This isn't just a confrontation. It's a masterclass in why rights matter. That 30-second arrest threat at the start, it's the hook that makes you need to see how we got there. Pure storytelling gold. Throwing you into the chaos before explaining the crime.
A little bit concerned as to why you're filming inside Sussex Police premises.
Well, first of all, can you actually identify yourself properly for me?
Yeah, of course. My name's Inspector Simon Barden. I'm one of the duty inspectors up in our force.
Inspector?
Simon Barden.
Simon Barden, okay.
So I work in the Force Contact Control Room, so we're just wondering why you're stood on our property filming into...
No, I'm stood on public property.
Okay.
So let's verify that.
But you're filming into private property?
It makes no difference.
It does.
Why is that? What law am I breaking?
Because you're filming private property and you haven't...
It makes no difference.
Well, it does. You can't film into private property.
Yes, I can.
Okay, under what law?
Okay. The law is I can film whatever I can see in public. Okay, you can't trespass the eye.
Watch this inspector flounder in real time. He claims you can't film private property from public land, then demands Claude name the law that allows him to film. That's backward. The public doesn't need permission to exercise rights. The host's breakdown here is surgical, explaining how case law and Article 10 of the Human Rights Act protect public filming. The inspector's smug ignorance isn't just wrong. It's dangerous coming from someone who trains other officers. This is where his credibility dies.
Members that are coming in, you're putting their security at risk because you could potentially...
I'm not putting anyone's security at risk.
But you could be, couldn't you?
No, that's a presumption, okay? I'm not doing anything wrong.
No, it's not a presumption because I said you could. I didn't say you were,
okay.
I said you could be. So that's not a presumption, that's me suggesting that you could be.
Okay, and how would I be putting their safety at risk then?
So what are you doing with those films?
Well, it's for personal use.
Okay, what personal use? Are you going to be sharing those online?
I don't know. Whatever personal use I wish.
Okay, so what is the purpose of you being here today would be my question.
The police is a public service.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm here to actually record what the public pay for.
Okay, but this isn't a police station, this is police
It
headquarters.
makes no difference. The public still pay for it.
Okay, I don't understand what you're trying to achieve though, because if you want to make sure...
I'm not trying to achieve anything. I'm just filming what the public pay for.
Okay, but if you're trying to prove that the public are paying and getting value for service, surely you'd be better...
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all.
So what did you say?
Okay, I said I'm just here to film what the public pay for. That's it.
Okay, for what reason?
My own reason.
Feelings versus law segment, and it's brutal. The inspector pivots to a vague security threat when his legal arguments collapse. Notice how he can't specify what threat Claude poses, because there is none. The host nails it. Policing by emotion makes everyone a suspect. When Claude says feelings aren't the law, he isn't just winning an argument, he's exposing a systemic problem. This officer's training failed him so completely he's left repeating, "Have you answered my questions?" like a broken record.
Regularly and do this?
That's irrelevant.
Okay, I feel like I've come down to have a conversation with you and engage with you, and
yeah,
you're not,
but that,
you're
but
not,
that com
you're
yeah, but
not
that,
particularly willing to engage.
yeah, but that conversation is irrelevant. Okay, that's called fishing for information.
It's not called fishing. It's called engaging with someone. It's called.
Yeah, I'll have a conversation about whatever you want. Okay, but whether or not, whether or not I've been here or not, or whether or not I'm actually filming, I'm just doing exactly what I'm perfectly lawfully allowed to do.
What my concern would be is that, do you pose a security threat?
Okay, your concern and what the law is are two different things.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Okay, your
No,
feelings and what you feel is not the law. Okay,
Right.
what I'm doing is perfectly lawful.
Not
Okay.
not if you pose a security threat. It's
In
not.
what way? You still haven't answered that.
Have you answered my question?
Okay, you still haven't answered that.
Have you answered my questions?
I don't need to answer your questions.
And I don't need to answer your questions.
Okay.
Arrives and immediately parrots the inspector's failed logic. The real fireworks start when they claim police staff can't be victims of alarm or distress, a misunderstanding of case law so fundamental it's shocking. Then Section 50 gets mentioned for first time, and you can see the trap being set. They'll abuse this law later, but here it's just planted like a seed. The host's commentary about police expecting higher thresholds of challenge is crucial. You don't get a clock out accountability.
Bear with me a second.
Why are you filming here?
Because I'm well within my legal rights to do so.
But why?
It's a public service that the public pay for.
Have you a keen interest in the police?
Okay, I have an interest in all public services.
So you do this on a regular basis?
Okay, that's irrelevant.
Well, rather than filming us, why don't you ask us some questions and if you're interested in the police,
first of all, okay, if I had been approached correctly, okay, then I would have, okay, but your inspector hadn't, okay. You've come out, you've made an allegation, okay, towards me. No, you did. You made an allegation that your staff, okay, are alarmed and distressed, okay.
Yes,
you should know, as a constable, okay, you should not be alarmed and distressed.
Any person can feel harassment, alarm and distress.
Not when you're an officer. It is case law, and you cannot. You cannot be.
But let me speak. Let me get my point across so you can get yours. Okay?
I can film whatever the eye can see, sir.
Okay, but listen to what I'm saying. Okay, you've just said what you want, so let me speak. Okay, members of staff leaving this building, this facility, in their plain clothes, in their own car, you filming them has caused them alarm, harassment and distress. Okay? They're not on duty as police officers, so they can feel alarm.
Cranks up to 11. An officer decides license plates, publicly visible, legally required identifiers, are somehow a security risk. The absurdity peaks when he tries to shout down Claude, then immediately plays victim with "Don't shout at me." It's pure bait, and the host calls it. This is intimidation, not policing. The officer's contradiction are so blatant, even his colleague looks uncomfortable. When someone films what you do in public and you call a threat, you're not protecting security. You're hiding incompetence.
From that here all the way round inside this property, okay, I can film.
It doesn't matter. When we book off our system off duty, we're off duty. However, what we are going to clarify is whether what you're standing on is private land. So
it's publicly accessible.
No.
It's publicly accessible under Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act.
We're going to find out whether this part that you're standing on is private.
But then if you can show me the actual signs that state private property along there, okay, no public access, then fine, I will move on. Okay, but there are no signs, and it's publicly accessible.
What is your name, young man?
It's irrelevant.
You've clearly come here for an argument.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Because I want to film.
Film what? Film what?
Okay, what the public pay for.
Leaving a building.
No, I'm filming what I can see. Okay.
Well, what you're doing is you're filming people leaving in their personal vehicles. Okay? That's not exciting. And that's a security threat?
No, how is that a security threat? That's a presumption.
Do you not see what happens in the world?
That's a presumption.
You're not seeing what's happening in the world?
Okay, yeah, but that is a presumption, okay?
It's not a presumption.
And where you just said, okay, about to do with license plates, okay? License plates are in the public domain, okay? You guys have access to that information.
You're putting that on YouTube and you're specifically...
Who said that? Who said that? Whoa. Hang on a minute. Whoa, hang on. No. You said that. I haven't said it. No, don't shout at me.
Listen to me.
Do not shout at me. No, don't shout at me.
So let me have my piece.
Please do not shout at me.
Let me have my piece then.
Yeah, as long as you don't shout at me.
Money shot. An officer invades Claude's personal space, then warns "Don't touch me" when Claude hasn't moved. It's a calculated setup for an assault charge. The host's analysis here is chilling. This is trained behavior to create probable cause where none exists. Then the inspector returns and executes the unlawful arrest under Section 50. Despite 0 members of public being affected, the host dismantles the antisocial behavior claim in seconds. This isn't just a bad arrest. It's a conspiracy to violate rights, caught in 4K.
You are a public servant, okay? I am here as a member of the public to film public property, okay, and a public service that the public pay for, okay? I'm doing a completely lawful activity, okay? I'm breaking no law, I'm committing no crime, right? And I shall carry on about my business, okay? If you decide that you want to harass me, then you carry on and do that, sir.
The issue you have...
Could you step back a little bit,
what
please?
you're doing is you're causing our colleagues harassment, alarm and distress.
Would you mind stepping back a little bit, please?
You're causing our colleagues harassment, alarm and distress.
Would you mind stepping back a little bit, please?
Okay. Why don't you step back further over there to
No, because I moved to here and you came to me. Okay?
I've come
just
to
because
you because it's strange, and I'm asking you why you're filming.
And you walk to me.
I'm asking you why you're filming.
If you don't want to be that close to someone, then don't walk up to them that way.
Listen to me from here.
Okay? If you ask your colleague to step back, I will talk with you. No, he's walked right the way up. Now, this is me feeling alarm and distress.
He's not in your personal space.
Yes, he is. Okay? He's well within an arm's reach.
Don't touch me.
I didn't touch you.
Lap. Claude rejected the settlement because he wanted accountability, not cash. The host explains why this matters. Settlements let departments hide misconduct. A court verdict becomes public record. exposes leadership failures, and can cost taxpayers 5 figures. More importantly, it forces disciplinary action. The final analysis connects every moment we've seen. This wasn't one bad apple. It was a rotten tree. From inspector to constables, they chose ego over law, and now they'll pay for it. Justice isn't just coming. It's already in the mail.
You get arrested for
I did
assault.
not touch you, so let's get that right. I did not touch you.
Don't touch me.
Okay?
Touch me and you get
I
arrested
did
for
not
assault.
touch you, so
Okay?
you need to be quiet on that one. Okay? Don't tell me I touched you when I did not touch you.
Don't touch me,
I
or
did
you'll
not
be
touch
arrested
you.
for
It's all
assault.
on camera.
Do you understand
Okay?
that?
I did not touch you. Don't
Don't
tell me
reach
do I
forward.
understand.
Try and touch me.
Okay? Do not tell me. Okay?
Sir,
Right? He's got a real attitude problem. Yes, he has.
Sir, if you'd like to talk to me for a second,
Yeah,
that'd be
that's
great.
fine.
Okay. So I just wanted to clarify some things. You're right, this is a public area. You are entitled to film here. However, your behaviour is causing our staff harassment, alarm and distress.
Who's that then?
So we've had members of our staff complaining about you, filming them, leaving the premises, and that is causing them harassment, alarm and distress.
As a police officer or police staff, they cannot be the victim of being alarmed and distressed. No, they cannot. You need to actually look at that. It is case law and it is there.
Sir, listen to me. Yes, they can.
No, they cannot.
Yes, they can. So as such, under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, I'm going to ask you to provide me your details, your name and address.
Now, I will actually state this, okay? Under Section 50, okay, the Police Reform Act, okay, there has to be a member of the public within 150 metres of me.
No, they
okay?
doesn't.
Yes, they
no,
do.
They doesn't,
okay? Right, you will not be getting my details.
So if you refuse to provide those details, you're liable to be arrested.
You will not get my details. I'll tell you that straight because I've done nothing wrong.
That's fine. I'm going to ask you again. You've caused our staff harassment, alarm, distress.
And I'm going to tell you no.
There is concern around your behaviour and how it's making our staff feel.
And I'm going to tell you no.
I'm going to make that request from you to provide me with your name
and
and
I'm going to
address.
tell you no because I've done nothing wrong.
You're under arrest.
Okay, right. Hang on, just before you go.
No, I got one offer, okay, that got turned down, and we now have a court date for the end of February, so I will keep you updated on that, Pete. So, as you know, I gave you an update on Inspector Barton, and where it should have actually gone to court at the end of last month, and basically things have sort of been delayed, so I'm now waiting for another date for that, and as soon as I have that, I will let you know.